Welcome to Dope Bets.
We're going to win so much.
It's been too long of an offseason, but the 2025 college football season is almost here. Week 1 is stacked with big matchups and even bigger betting opportunities. In this video, we're breaking down 5 moneyline underdog picks that could cash, based on matchups, value, and momentum going into the season. From rivalry games to coaching debuts, we're targeting spots where the odds might be underestimating the underdog. Let's dive into 5 teams that could pull off the upset in college football Week 1 of the 2025 season. Depending on which side you're on, we all love when a good underdog pulls off the unthinkable.
Good snap, good hold, and the kick is blocked. Appalachian State has stunned the college football world. One of the greatest upsets.
At number 5, we'll have the Syracuse Big Orange against the Tennessee Volunteers. Syracuse and Tennessee open their 2025 college football seasons at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta on August 30th, 2025. It's a high-profile matchup with both teams aiming to start strong. Tennessee enters as the huge favorite with varying predicted final scores. Tennessee is expected to cover the spread thanks to their solid performances last season and strong track record against tough competition. The Volunteers are also a popular moneyline pick. While the game is projected to be close, Tennessee's defense could give them the edge in key moments. Syracuse hopes to make a statement by beating a respected Power 4 opponent, potentially raising their national profile. Tennessee, coming off of a wild offseason, is looking to start fresh. At the time of releasing this video, no major injuries have been confirmed, though Tennessee defensive back Jermod McCoy may miss time due to an ACL injury from the spring. We'll look to see if Tennessee can shake off that embarrassing college football playoff loss from last season, or if Syracuse can find an edge and get the job done on the road and at a neutral site. This should be an exciting and close game. At number 4, we'll have the Florida State Seminoles against the Alabama Crimson Tide. Florida State hosts Alabama on Saturday, August 30th, in a high-stakes season opener at Doak Campbell Stadium. Alabama is favored by 9 to 13.5 points, despite having a new coaching staff, a fresh starting quarterback, and coming off of a 4-loss season. Florida State, after a rough 2-10 finish in 2024, looks to bounce back and prove doubters wrong. This matchup could set the tone for both teams' seasons and have major storyline potential. Florida State revamped its offense, bringing in Gus Malzahn as offensive coordinator and Boston College transfer quarterback Thomas Castellanos. Castellanos, along with other key additions, give the Seminoles a spark, but their offensive line must hold up against Alabama's strong defensive front. Alabama's offense will be likely led by Ty Simpson at quarterback, with dynamic weapons like Ryan Williams, but the right side of Alabama's O-line remains a concern. Florida State's defense under Tony White will aim to rattle Alabama's new-look offense. On the other side, Alabama's D-line and a deep, talented secondary could shut down FSU's big play potential. This game marks the first meeting between these teams since Alabama's 2017 win. Expect a physical and emotional showdown in Tallahassee. At number 3, we'll have the University of South Florida against the Boise State Broncos. Boise State takes on South Florida in a highly anticipated season opener for the 2025 college football season on August 28th. Boise State finished last year at 12-2, but only went 7-7 against the spread. They returned 6 starters on the offensive line and boast a well-rounded defense. South Florida, led by third-year head coach Alex Galesh, ended last season 7-6 and also went 7-6 against the spread. Quarterback Byron Brown is expected to return to form after missing much of last season with a leg injury. One of the biggest storylines is Byron Brown's return. In 2023, he set a school record with 3,292 passing yards, added 26 passing touchdowns, and rushed for 809 yards and 11 touchdowns. Boise State's biggest weakness last season was its pass defense, something Brown could exploit. However, South Florida's defense struggled even more, finishing 133rd in pass yards allowed per game. Boise State quarterback Maddox Madsen and running back Malik Sherrod could take full advantage of that. Madsen threw for over 3,000 yards and 23 touchdowns with just 6 interceptions last season. Boise State is favored by 8 to 9.5 points, and USF is a plus 235 to plus 260 underdog. Most favor Boise State to win thanks to their experienced O-line and more consistent defense. Still, Byron Brown's dual threat ability makes USF dangerous. Don't be surprised if South Florida keeps it closer than expected. At number 2, we'll have the North Carolina Tar Heels against the TCU Horned Frogs. North Carolina hosts TCU on Monday, September 1st. This game marks the college coaching debut of Bill Belichick, bringing major attention to Chapel Hill. UNC enters this season with questions at quarterback and limited offensive star power, while TCU returns a more proven roster led by veteran quarterback Josh Hoover. The Tar Heels are projected underdogs in many games this season, especially if they continue to struggle in close contests. Still, their defense includes key returners like defensive back Marcus Allen and will feature new schemes under Belichick. TCU, after rebounding to 9-4 in 2024, brings back a strong offensive line, a reloaded receiver group, and an experienced defense led by all Big 12 safety Bud Clark. With Belichick's debut in a primetime spotlight, UNC will aim to surprise, but TCU's experience, especially at quarterback, could give them the edge in what's expected to be a tightly contested opener. Let's see if Belichick can get his squad ready to win some big games this year. And finally, at number 1, we'll have the Miami Hurricanes against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Miami and Notre Dame reignite their historic Catholics vs. Convicts rivalry on Sunday, August 31st in Hard Rock Stadium. This matchup kicks off the 2025 season with major hype. Notre Dame leads the all-time series, but Miami dominated the last meeting in 2017 with a 41-8 victory. Miami's offense is led by Georgia transfer quarterback Carson Beck, supported by a strong backfield in Mark Fletcher Jr. and Jordan Lyle. The defense is under new leadership with coordinator Corey Heatherman and will be tested by Notre Dame's ground game. For the Irish, young quarterbacks CJ Carr and Kenny Minchie are battling for the starting role, while the running back duo of Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price is among the nation's best. Notre Dame's defense, despite losing 4 players to the NFL, is still strong as ever with standouts like Bryce Young. Miami's offensive line versus Notre Dame's front 7 will be a key battle. Both teams enter 2025 with top 10 potential and playoff hopes. I personally will be backing the Miami Hurricanes to get the win at home at Hard Rock Stadium in Week 1. And there you have it, 5 live underdogs that could shake up Week 1 and your betting slip. Whether it's Miami reigniting an old rivalry at home or Bill Belichick pulling off a debut win with North Carolina, each of these games has the potential for a big surprise. Don't forget to do your own research, shop lines, and bet responsibly. Let me know in the comments which dogs you're riding with, and don't forget to subscribe for picks all season long.